Hello children, welcome to English class. In our previous class, already we have started the third lesson, collectors. Children, before moving to this chapter, so what we have done in our previous classes, just we will briefly, I will discuss with you. Children, the collectors, here in this lesson, already I said it's a comedy drama. There are many characters in this drama. And already I have introduced all the characters here. And what I have studied in the previous classes, in the previous two classes, let me tell you children, all the students, some students with three teachers, remember children, three teachers, some children along with these three teachers, they went for adventure walk. For what they went? Adventure walk. They went for adventure walk and suddenly it started raining. And all the children and all the teachers, they became fully wet. It started very heavy rain. So they were not able to understand what to do. They have to find out a shelter. Where they have to go? And there was no place at all to stand, at least to stand safely from the rain. And there was a one boy and he found one house. He saw a house and he told his teacher, teacher, there is a house and we can go and take shelter till the rain stops. But the teacher said, 6 months before or in the summer vacation, I came here. But that time there was no house. But suddenly, how the house appeared here? That too in a short period. He was surprised and he said, it's not a house and we are strangers for those people. Better to stay here, don't want to go there. But another teacher said, there is a house, might be there is a shed. At least we can go to a shed, he said. So we can take shelter till the rain stops and afterwards we can continue our walk. Then all they agreed and they went to the house. When they went to the house, they found strange and there were two persons, Mr. and Mrs. Brown. Who are the children? Mr. and Mrs. Brown. These two were in that house. So this they asked and they also agreed, okay, you can come and take shelter at our house, they said, and all the children went inside. But their children, so they can't sit in one place and they started going here and there. And suddenly what they did, and some children, suddenly they entered to the kitchen. But there was nothing in the kitchen. And they were surprised, why there is nothing in this kitchen? They were surprised. And then they went to the fridge, they saw the fridge, but they did not find anything in the fridge. Fridge was empty and also kitchen was empty. Fridge and then what children? And kitchen. They both were empty. Fridge and kitchen, they both were empty. And this they felt, children felt, actually this is a house. And how the children, how the people, how these two people, that is Mr. and Mrs. Brown, what do they eat? There is nothing, there is no pan, there is no utensils, vessels, nothing are there. And what do they eat? They were surprised. And they were surprised and then they went inside, they came and the teachers were not there and they said, actually Mr. and Mrs. Brown, they took these teachers to have a cup of tea. These teachers went along with Mrs. Brown, remember this, they went along with Mrs. Brown. And actually they drank tea, but they did not drink tea, they gave a drugs to these teachers and they were like a statue without talking with others. These children, they were not able to understand what to do, and they went to the teachers at least to ask what to do. They went, and the teachers were sitting like a statues. They were not talking. They were not staring. Generally, they were staring. Then he came. Children came inside, and they only talking them. They were only talking themselves. What they were talking? What happened to our teachers? They are drugged. They came to know. And his children, they were out of curious. So what they did? They went near the cupboard. Okay, children, where did they go? They went near the cupboard. So what did they see here in the cupboard? They went near the cupboard and they opened the cupboard and they didn't find anything. Suddenly, Mrs. Brown came there. Mrs. Brown came and she saw what is there, what are these people doing. She saw and she told, don't open the cupboard. So while telling them, she saw there was another cupboard. So as if there was you can see something is there in that cupboard. As if that like that, she saw another cupboard and she went. I will bring orange juice for you people and you stay here. She said and she went. But these children, they were very much curious to know what is there. And again, so when Mrs. Brown went inside and all the children came and saw what is there in this cupboard. They opened another cupboard and they saw some electric equipments. What did they see, children? They saw some electric equipments. They saw some electric equipments. Why these things are there? Whether there is a computer is there, laptop is there, what is there? Why are they using all these things? They were surprised and they were sitting in one side. So they were waiting for orange juice. And again they started talking themselves. So we have come to the wrong place, they said. One boy said. He asked another boy, did you observe the hand of Mrs. Brown? Mrs. Brown's hands, in both hands, she had 7 fingers, he said. 7 plus 7, how much? 14 fingers. 14 fingers. And there is no black color round shape will be there, no children in our eyes, and she does not have. She doesn't look like a human being. And all they were very much scared. They tried to escape from that place. And how did they try? That is next we have to study. Children, now all of you open page number 49. He goes to the back door and tries to open it. One boy, he went to the back door and he tries to open the door. It is locked. There is no key. Let me try. No, it just won't open. How about the window? They tried to open the window, but it was locked. And when it was locked, and he said, so it is locked and we can't open this, and better we can try for the window. Then Wayne tries the window. He tried to open the window also, but no chance. It won't move. Smash the glass. We have to get out. Smash the glass means what, children? Break the glass, and after breaking the glass, what we can do? We can run away from this window. He said, Carol, here, try Mr. Hunt's walking stick. Use that Wayne. Wayne tries to break the glass with the stick. Then Carol, she gave him a walking stick, a big stick, a very strong stick was there, and she tried for that. Then Wayne said, so try to break the glass with the stick. And Wayne, he tried to break the glass, but again it was not possible for him to break the glass. Glenn, it just bounces off. Let me try. He takes the walking stick and uses it. It is of no use. That glass is like a steel. Come on, we will see if there is a way out through the front. Yes. So another person, Glenn, he also took the stick and he tried to break the glass. But what happened? It was of no use, and he cannot break the glass at all. And what he did? The glass, we cannot open the window. We have to see the another route to escape from this place. Then at least we can try from the front door, how they entered the house, the children, from there. So they thought of to escape from the front door. They begin to crowd towards the kitchen door when Mrs. Brown comes in with the tray of drinks. Mrs. Brown, good heavens, what all this row? What on earth have you children been doing? We want to leave. In this fog, how can you? What have you done to Mr. Hunt and the others? Done? Nothing. We have been having a cup of tea. Pete says you have drugged them. Nonsense. Where in the world did you get that idea? Yes, children, see, he asked Carol, the children, So they were very curious because they are totally dependent on their teachers. Teachers only know the way, how to take the children and how to get back from that place. But here what happened? The teachers, they were sitting, as if like a statue they were sitting. They are not talking, nothing, gestures were there in their faces. And Mrs. Brown came. Mrs. Brown came with the orange juice. She came and she said, children, why are you sitting like this? Just she was asking them a questions. Suddenly one boy, he raised his voice. What have you done to Mr. Hunt? Mr. Hunt is a teacher. What have you done? Nothing, I gave him a cup of tea, he said. She said, no, you have not given him a tea, but you have drugged him. He said. But she said, how do you get such ideas? Drugs and all, how do you get such ideas? No, I have not given any drugs, but I have given only a tea, she said. Then Pete says, you have drugged them? Nonsense, where in the world did you get that idea? How do you get such ideas about the drugs? She notices the cupboard left partly open. I do wish you would have the courtesy not to interfere with these cupboards. And she was holding a juice tray. And she saw the cupboard, and the cupboard was half opened. Okay, children, the cupboard was half opened, and suddenly she notices that, and she told children, children, listen here, and you should not open the cupboard. Already I have said, but again what you did? You opened the cupboard and you saw what are the things in that cupboard. Then Glenn said, what is the stuff in there? What do you mean stuff? It's an electronic equipment. It belongs to my husband. He is a scientist. It's a part of his work. Glenn said, what are these electronic equipments? For what do you use them? Then she said, my husband is a scientist and he uses them. He uses for his experiments. They belong to him only. But actually they asked, we want to leave from this place. But what she did? She did not allow them to go away from that place. And why is the back door locked? It always locks when you close it. It's a burglar-proof lock. The windows are burglar-proof too. My husband doesn't want to run the risk of having any expensive equipment stolen. See the intelligence of Mrs. Brown here. Mrs. Brown, what she said, and she has to answer for the questions of children. What he asked? He asked why the back door is locked and why the windows are locked. And very intelligently, very smartly, she answers. It's an isolated house here and it's an automatic lock. We can't open the lock. How the back door is, the same thing we had to find the windows also. Easily we cannot open it. My husband did that work, she said. And sometimes the burglar may enter. It means thieves, burglars. Okay, children? Burglar means what? thieves. Thieves may enter the house. So to escape from such people, what we did? We have automatic lock for back door and also for the windows, she said. They have been trying to scare us, saying there was something strange about this house and about you. Tracy said, it's a very strange house. You are telling now, the way you are telling, you are scaring us. All the things in this house, they are scary for us. They are very strange things for us, Mrs. Brown. How dare you? After we have taken you in and looked after you, after I have gone through the trouble of getting these drinks for you, the least you can do is to sit quietly and drink them. Yes, Tracy Wash, she said, all the things are strange here. But Mrs. Brown became very angry with his words. She said, how dare you tell all such things? What we did, we are looking after you. You have come here to take a shelter, and we have given you shelter from the rain. And already you people have, you are inside, and we have given a tea to the teachers, and I have took a lot of trouble to prepare this juice also. But what you are saying, what you are saying, we are, you people, you are finding a very strange things in this house, you are saying. Is it the right to tell such things? She asked. Pete, I bet they are drugged, just like the tea you gave Mr. Hunt and the others. She said, Pete said, you have not given tea for them. What you have given? You have given as a tea, you have given drugs for them. Mrs. Brown, now just stop that kind of talk. I saw them, you have got them in the other room, drugged. Mrs. Brown, you saw nothing of the sort. They are all chatting to Mr. Brown right now. Carol, ask them to come in here then, so we can see them. See, Mrs. Brown, she does not accept what the children are telling here. This boy is telling, Pete is telling, you already have drugged our teachers, but she does not accept it. No, we have not drugged them. They have drank tea. And now, at the present, they are talking with Mr. Brown. How dare you to tell all such things? Then one child, one student, he came forward and said, so if we have not drugged, and if they are really talking with Mr. Brown, call them here. He said, but Mrs. Brown said, it is not possible for me. Certainly not. I am not dragging them in here just because of a lot of children, silly fantasies. You people are very silly, you are talking very silly here. And they are talking very seriously. But I can't bring them here. Glenn, well, let us go in there and see them. No, you don't. I am not going to be ordered about by children. What she said, I don't want to get any orders by the children. So till I order you, go and meet your teachers. Only that time you have to go and speak. But unnecessarily, you should not go and speak with them. She said, Mrs. Brown, no you don't, I am not going to be ordered about by children. She bars the way through the door. Carol, she can't stop us on her own if we all try to go. All right, I will go and fetch one of your teachers. Stupid children. She goes out. Yes, she can't stop us on her, Carol said. One boy said, this lady, she does not listen to us. Whatever she says, we have to listen to her. She doesn't. She will not accept whatever we say. She will not bring the teachers, and she doesn't take us to the teachers also. They came to know, they realized. But what? All they wanted to go from that house. But it was not possible for them. All right, I will go and fetch one of your teachers, stupid children, Mrs. Brown said. Okay, whatever you are saying, acceptable. I will go and bring one of your teachers here. She said, she goes out. See, she is going to bring them. They are not drugged at all. You were trying to scare us. You are stupid, Pete. It's an ordinary house and they are ordinary people. Frightening us like that, you are rotten. I know what I saw. Give us that walking stick, Glenn. Here you are. Yes. She goes out, and one girl, Tracy said, see, teachers are not drugged. Simply what you're doing, you are scaring us. Don't scare us. It's a normal house. And what Mrs. Brown is saying, it is correct only, it's a right. And we cannot disturb them. And she has given a tea for them, that's correct. And she prepared juice for us, that's also right. And what she wants from us, to sit quietly here, that she wants, and let us sit quiet. Then frightening us like that, you are rotten. I know what I saw. Give us that walking stick, Glenn. Pete said. No, what I observed, what I saw, that I have told you. There is nothing wrong in that, and that's true also. Then give me that stick again one more time. I will try to break the window. As Glenn gives Pete the stick, both Mr. and Mrs. Brown come in. Where is Mr. Hunt? Mr. Brown, he won't be coming, and you had better drink. Don't anybody touch that stuff. Mr. Brown, it will make no difference. You can't escape anyway. See how the Mr. Brown is very intelligent here. Where is Mr. Hunt? Carol asked. One boy asked, where is our teacher, Mr. Hunt? Then Mr. Brown enters here. Mr. and Mrs. Brown both they came to the hall where the children were staying. Both they came and said, he won't be coming. He is not coming here. He does not come here also. And better you drink this. Then Pete said, no, we don't drink this one. So we cannot drink this. And he said others also not to touch them. If they drink that juice, what will happen? The condition will be same like the teachers, even for these children also. It will make no, Mr. Brown, it will make no difference. You can't escape anyway. Mr. Brown said, you can't escape from this. You have to stay here. Wayne, oh no, come on, Glenn. Let us get past them. Glenn, right. He and Wayne make a rush for the door. One-armed Mrs. Brown brushes them away. They are sent flying across the kitchen. Mr. Brown, stop that. We don't want any of you damaged. And either one of us alone is more than a match for any 5 feeble earth children. As children, what she says here, he and Wayne make a rush for the door. He means one boy, Glenn or Wayne, they both rush to the door. And what they did, one armed for the door, and Mrs. Brown brushes them away. She takes them away. They are sent flying across the kitchen. Don't stand here, go and sit another side, she was telling them. Mr. Brown, stop that, we don't want any of you damaged. And either one of us alone is more than a match for any 5 feeble earth children. Mr. Brown said, oh, don't do such things here. Okay, we cannot matchless. You cannot match us with the children of the earth. He said, Carol, if you try to keep us here, the police will come looking for us. Mr. Brown, will they? They won't find you. You are going away. Tracy, no, where are you taking us? Shall I tell them? Mrs. Brown, Mr. Brown, why not? It might calm them to know there is no avoiding their fate. See children, how the people, they cheat us. Nowadays also you can observe in the middle, recently, before this corona, I can say. Before this corona, kidnapping of the children, it became everywhere, wherever we find, they were taking the children and they were kidnapping the children for some other purpose and they were selling to the other countries. So it became common those days, not those days, year before I can say, year before. So the people, without understanding the importance of children for their parents. They did not. What they did, they kidnapped them and they used them for their own purposes and they sold them to the other places. They did, and even they were caught also. They were caught. They were caught by the police. And here what they said, Mr. Brown, actually till now he did not enter, but now he entered. When the children started destroying the things in the house, they started their own activities, what we can say naughty behavior. So he entered. And what happened here? So we can't send you out. Mr. Brown said, we cannot send you out from this house. Then Mr. Brown, will they? They won't find you, you are going away. Tracy, no, where are you taking us? Shall I tell them? Then Mr. Brown said, so I will take you some other places. He said, Tracy asked, where are you taking us? Then Mrs. Brown said, I will tell you where we are taking you. Then Mr. Brown, why not? It might calm them to know there is no avoiding their fate. Then Mr. Brown said, they cannot. The fate means Hane Baraha. What do you mean by fate, children? Hane Baraha, fate. Okay, fate, Hane Baraha. I said, let them understand. So at least this one, it gives them more calm. Why? If we tell them that it is not, we are not taking them, we are not leaving them in this place, and we are taking all these children to some other place. We will tell them. He said, then Mrs. Brown, we are taking you to our home planet. What she said? We are taking you to our home planet. For the planet we will take you. Carol, you are not from Earth. You are aliens. Exactly, Carol asked. Then are you not the human beings? Are you aliens? Asked. Then Mrs. Brown said, exactly, we are aliens. We are not at all human beings, she said. Wayne, but you are human. You look human, Mrs. Brown. We can take on any shape we wish for a time. So can our spaceship. One boy said, but you look like a human being. How is it? Then Mrs. Brown said, we can take any other shape. That is our wish. We have come to the earth. How the normal human beings are here. So like them, we can stay here. Like human beings, we can take a shape. And when we go to our planet, that time we can take alien shape. Different shapes we can take. He said. Then Wayne, but you are human, you look human. We can take on any shape we wish for a time, so can our spaceship. Mr. Brown, at the moment, as you have seen, it looks like an earth house, very useful for our mission. Mr. Brown said, the moment you have seen. So you have entered to the house. It looks like a house, but it's not a planet here. But it helps you people. It helps you people, said Mrs. Brown. In a few moments, we shall convert it to a spaceship again and return to our normal shape. See how the Mrs. Brown is caring the children. See children, in a few moments. It means in another few seconds or in another minutes, some minutes, what we'll do? We take our original shape. What is the original shape here? Aliens. What is the original shape here? Aliens. So now we are a human beings. Our shape, our face is looking like a human beings. And after few seconds or after few minutes, we take aliens shape. Then the children said, Mr. Brown, in a few moments, so you had better drink. It will make the shock of takeoff easier for you, Mr. Brown said. Now you take this drinks, you take this juice. What will happen if you take this? It will be easy for us to take all you people to the space, he said. Then all the children became very anxious. What shall we do? What the already they have, they wanted to take them. So where they wanted to take them? For the space. So they very much scared. Children, here will stop, and the next part we'll do in our next class. And your today's homework is read the lesson thoroughly, and in my next class I will give you a homework. Okay, thank you.